So in this next series of Devos, we'll be exploring what it means to love. So what does it mean to love God with all your heart? What does it mean to love God with all your soul? So to love God with all of your heart means to factor him in, and at times maybe even surrender your will, your desires, and your motives to him. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul. What is the soul? Well, according to popular belief, your soul is your spiritual inner being, oftentimes depicted as a ghost leaving one's body upon death. But according to Genesis 2 verse 7, we don't have a soul, but rather we are a soul. And the Lord God formed man out of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So this word translated soul is the Hebrew word nephesh, which means living and breathing creature. This is the same word that is used in Deuteronomy 6 verse 5, which Jesus quotes in Matthew 22 verse 37. And just a side note, I have a Hebrew Bible, or I guess a Jewish Bible here, and I don't know if you can actually see it, but it's called Tanakh, which is an acronym for Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim. Torah meaning the law, Nevi'im meaning the prophets, and Ketuvim being the writings. And I apologize if I mispronounced that, but my Hebrew is kind of rusty. But anyway, so when Jesus says all the laws and the prophets hang on these two commandments, he's referring to the Tanakh, or what Christians call the Old Testament. So Jesus is essentially saying that the Old Testament could be summarized by these two commands: love God and love one another. Granted, some people may summarize the Old Testament differently, but that's another topic for another day. But anyway, side note over, let's get back to the topic at hand. So essentially, to love God with all your soul means to worship and love the Lord your God with your whole being, right? So if you look at Romans 12 verse 1, it says, "Therefore I urge you, brethren, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies a living and holy sacrifice, acceptable to God, which is your spiritual act or service of worship." So in all that we do, whether we eat or drink or whatever, do it all for the glory of God. Okay, so that's all good, but what does this mean for me practically? Well, this can simply be, what are you wearing and what are you eating, right? Or it can go a little bit further, like whether or not you should get a tattoo or piercings. Or we can go a little bit deeper into how you have, or even who you have sex with, whether it's heterosexual or homosexual, because there's sexual morality in both camps. Or if you want to get even deeper and maybe a little more controversial, this also seeps into the realm of transgenderism and abortions. Again, all matters of what one chooses to do with their body. And the question becomes, am I doing this for my own pleasure, my own desire or convenience? Or am I doing this as an act of worship and love for God? So if I were to sum it all up, to love God with all of your soul means that whatever you put on your body, or in your body, or do with your body, or to your body, must all be done unto the glory of God, holy and acceptable to him, and done out of your love for him. And as always, think on these things.